Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another monthly manga haul video where I show off all the volumes that I've collected in the month of March. After seeing how much I spent on manga last month, this month I wanted to limit myself and not spend so much money on manga, but I didn't really have a budget. I just didn't want to collect as much as I did last month. I wanted to spend at least between $200 or $300 this month. Did I do it? I don't think so. So let's just get straight into it. We have AKAME Kill Volume 2. Now, I got Volume 1 almost a year or two ago. And it's now finally that I got the second volume. The reason I got the second volume was I heard that the manga was pretty different from like the anime. I read this and it seemed pretty similar. I do know though that the ending is different, and so they have 15 volumes. And they have a prequel, which I'm not gonna get. I'm not gonna get the prequel. I said, you know what? I would like to collect all 15 because why not? It is probably one of my favorite shows, even though I know a lot of people criticize it and a lot of people really don't like the show. This is a really weird effect that my webcam is doing. It's changing color every time I show this volume. What the fuck? Okay. We got the 6th Assassination Classroom volume. I think I need 6 more volumes to go until I can say that I've completed every single Assassination Classroom. I know there is 21 volumes. First 3 volumes were great, and I think I'm gonna save the rest for a reading challenge so I could just read them all in one day. I feel like that would be a pretty good video. Depends on how good the other reading challenge does. So we have the 5th volume of Attack on Titan. Now, everyone knows how I feel about Attack on Titan. I believe it is the greatest story ever. I already have all of season 4 part 2, and I do have the first 4 volumes of Attack on Titan. So I said, why not? I'll collect the rest of them. I believe I need 20 something more volumes to go. To collect every single one will probably take me a year. Depends on how much I buy, but I've been trying to limit myself, so most likely will take me, I believe, a year or two to collect every single volume of Attack on Titan. We got the 2nd volume of Black Clover. Black Clover is one of my all-time favorite animes. I've collected the first volume and I collected the latest volume of Black Clover, and I'm also caught up with all of the manga and all of the show. I decided to just try to collect all of the Black Clovers. I got the first 4 volumes of Demon Slayer. I did complete the entire series online, but I wanted to collect the entire thing. I was waiting to try to get the box set, but every time I try to get the box set, it will be like $400, $500, and I wasn't gonna pay $500 to collect every single fucking volume of Demon Slayer. So I said, sadly, I had to get them individually. So I got the first 4, and so now I have 5 volumes of Demon Slayer. But hopefully by the end of this year, I'll either have all 23 or at least have a majority of them. I got the 2nd and I believe the final volume for Doubt. I got the first volume and I read it last month, and it was really good. I enjoyed it. And for those who didn't see my last month's manga haul review, this is basically Among Us. It is basically Among Us. First one, I really enjoyed it. I did not read this one. I just got it, and it is about to be the end of March, so I had to get this video out really fast. But before I read this, I have to also read the first one again, because to be honest, I kind of forgot most of the details. We got the latest volume of My Hero Academia, volume 30, which I'm already been caught up with My Hero on the Shonen Jump app, and I collected this merely because the story arc that is happening right now is fucking insane. Am I gonna collect like the rest of the 28 volumes? I don't think so. I already have volume 29 and I have 30. However, I did say in the last manga haul that I was gonna collect 29 and above. When I got 30, I believe the series will probably end around volume 35. By the way it's going, like volume 35 or 40 maybe. And I don't think I'll be able to collect all 40 My Hero. Like, I'm not that big of a My Hero Academia fan to say that. So we got the second volume of Fire Force. Now, I got the first volume of Fire Force, I believe, a year ago, and I thought it was good. I watched the first season, and I thought it was pretty good. Not like amazing, like the best thing ever, but it was pretty good. I enjoyed the characters, I enjoyed the story, the premise, and I didn't think really much of it until I got spoiled the ending, and the ending made me want to collect and get back into Fire Force. We have the 8th KOMI Can Communicate, the 8th volume. This is the last volume I had to collect. Now I have officially owned all 17 volumes of KOMI Can Communicate so far, because they're still ongoing and there's still a lot more to collect. I bet I'll probably do a reading challenge like I did with the Jujutsu Kaisen one. I'll probably do the same thing with KOMI Can Communicate. We got part 1 volume 2 of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I actually didn't want to get this. It's not that I didn't want to, it's that I wasn't planning to. I wanted to get into JoJo because I saw all my friends were getting into JoJo, and I said, you know, I'll give it a shot. And I wasn't really looking for, the second volume or whatever, but I had a friend that every time we'll go to Barnes and Nobles, he will always be looking for this, and we'll never find it. We'll find the first volume and we'll find the third one. And the time I went to Barnes and Nobles by myself, I found the second one, and I decided to get it, and it's pretty good. We have HITOMI-CHAN is Shy with Strangers volume 3. I had the other 2 volumes back in January, and then I read them and I was like, it's like some regular wholesome stories. It goes the same way with volume 3. It's just a bunch of random funny wholesome stories about HITOMI-CHAN and her love interest, which is that little kid in the fucking corner right there. I just like really wholesome shit, so this was a great read for me. Here we have the second deluxe edition of Berserk. I was actually gonna make an entire video dedicated to the deluxe edition of Berserk, but the video turned out to be complete fucking garbage, and so I dropped it. Maybe in the future I will redo that video and hopefully it'll be out, but it was complete garbage the first time I tried it. The second deluxe edition continues that backstory between him and Griffin, and I'm still at that golden age, quote unquote, that still golden age where everything is still happy, and I haven't gotten like any sad moment. Well, not too sad moments, but I really enjoy Berserk. I really want to get into it. I'll definitely get the 3rd edition. Thing is though, they're really expensive. They are very expensive. Each is like $50. However, I get them because of discounts and sales, but whenever I have the chance, I'll definitely get the 3rd one. We have the second volume of My Senpai is Annoying. This was recommended to me by, the series was recommended to me by a friend that I trust when it comes to his anime and manga taste. So I got into the first volume and I really enjoyed it. I really did. And so I got the second volume, and pretty much I could just say what I said for the first volume for the second one, because it's really, again, it's like the same thing. It's just these 2 main characters having wholesome, like, fun, bouncing off like side characters and stuff. The art style is it's the same as the first volume. It is very unique compared to all the other ones, and this volume actually has a bit of fan service, which the first one didn't have, but still it was really good. It was very unique art style, and I'll probably get the third one. But the thing is, you could basically say this for all the volumes. Probably one of the volumes something will spice up and something might happen, but yeah, so far it's just all wholesome, just wholesome fun. We have the first Naruto volume. Am I going to collect every single volume of Naruto? Probably not. I just said for the My Hero one that it was trouble just collecting 30. Collecting 70 volumes is way too much for me. I do have a 3-in-1, and then I have a random volume of Naruto. I think it was volume 42, and now I have the first volume. I am planning at least to get the before the time skip. I don't know how many volumes it is before the time skip. Hopefully by the time I am way older, I will be able to collect all 70, because this is one of my favorite animes of all time. I have the 5th VIZBIG for Dragon Ball Z. It is my mission to collect all of Dragon Ball. I've been trying to get into Dragon Ball for a very long time, and this is finally my chance to get it. I read the first 3 and 4. I'm in the middle of the 4th VIZBIG of Dragon Ball, and I really enjoy it. It's just intense. It's just really intense fighting. I care about most of the characters. There are some characters that I just don't really give a shit about, but I care for Goku. I care for Gohan. Again, I made it my mission to collect all of them, and I know there is, I believe, 9 in total, and this is, so now I just have 4 more to go. I'll probably just get one every month. I'll get one Dragon Ball VIZBIG every month. We have the first volume of Dragon Ball Super. Now, I said in the last manga haul that I wanted to collect all forms of the Dragon Ball mangas. I've collected the Dragon Ball box set. I have 5 Dragon Ball Z VIZBIGs, and now I am starting Dragon Ball Super. Now, I know, I think there's 15 or 16 Dragon Ball Super volumes, and again, cool thing about the Dragon Ball Super is if I collect more, they're gonna make up into this one giant like image, and I really enjoy mangas that can do that. And Dragon Ball Super apparently has a really cool one, just like the one they did for Dragon Ball for the first Dragon Ball. And so again, I'm trying to get into Dragon Ball, so we have the first volume of ASSADORA. Now, I didn't really think much of this picking it up, because frankly there is no back, there is no summary. There is a summary all the way in the back, but I decided not to open it up because I didn't want to get spoiled anything. From the cover alone, I thought it was some World War II kind of story, and when you open it up, the first page you see is an entire city of Tokyo getting destroyed. So I was thinking maybe it's about World War II, but then I read it, and it's about this girl and this war veteran, how they bond together and they survive a storm that happens in their city. But it is just pretty interesting on seeing these two characters interact with each other, two completely different characters, just a little girl and then an old war veteran. It is interesting. Would I get the second volume? I don't think I would. It didn't really catch. I wouldn't say it's bad. I wouldn't say this is a bad story or a bad volume, but maybe one of these days I'll get the second volume. But right now it's not really catching my eye to get the second one. The first and second volume of Blue Giant. Now, I've been wanting to read this manga for a very long time. Every time I go to Barnes and Nobles, I always see the third and fourth one. I'll see the fifth and sixth one. I even once saw the seventh and eighth one, and I know they're coming out with a ninth and 10th, but I always was like, damn, where the fuck is the first and second one? But I went online and I found the first and second one because it looked interesting. From a glance, I was like, oh, it looks like a person wanting to learn how to play jazz music, and I was like, you know what, I really want to read it. And so I picked it up. I read half of it, and from the half that I read, I can say that it is really good. I enjoy Dai. I enjoy seeing his journey progress. I like seeing that he is not perfect. He doesn't start off fucking playing and he was like, oh, it's fucking amazing. Like he got a gig and he blew it. He literally sucked ass. He literally deafened the fucking crowd, and I like seeing that. And from that, it's a lot. It is pretty, I guess he just being pretty heartfelt. I guess he's just being pretty emotional, but I also see it as very motivational. This is definitely a great read. It's not, you know, like a shonen. It is not, you know, just fighting and action and whatever, but I do enjoy these kinds of like emotional journeys. And after I read this, I'll definitely be buying the other ones. We have Bungo Stray Dogs. This was recommended to me by the same friend that recommended me. My senpai is annoying, and sadly I have not read it, but what he told me was that this orphan that got kicked out by his orphanage joins, I believe, I just know that he becomes like a detective or something. I can't really give too much input on this. He tells me it's really good. At least he heard that it was really good, and he's also been wanting to get into this, so I'll read this just for him. Shout out to you, Larry. So I was dared to get the first volume of Fairy Tail because I heard a lot of not so well stuff about Fairy Tail. So my friend told me to get the first one, and I read the whole thing, and I could officially now say that it is alright. When I get the second volume, I probably will. Fairy Tail reminds me a lot of One Piece. It just does, which it's not a bad thing, because I do like Natsu, I do like Happy, I do like this girl, even though I don't really know her name. I will like the second one, and if I really enjoy the second one, I'll probably get the third one. So I got the first 3-in-1 BIZBIG of INUYASHA. INUYASHA is a fucking classic. Not gonna lie to you, I did not read this. I haven't read it yet. I will be reading this soon. I did watch a couple of the first episodes of INUYASHA, and if you guys don't know what INUYASHA is, it's basically about this high school girl who finds an old up well, and she goes down and she basically time travels to like ancient Japan, and now she's fighting a bunch of demons with this fucking Catboy. This is INUYASHA is literally the start of the whole Catboy fucking fandom that started. But this is a fucking classic. I shouldn't have dropped it back then, but this will probably rekindle my INUYASHA phase. It is really good. I can't wait to start reading this. Actually, I got the first and second perfect edition of Soul Eater. I heard a lot about this. I've been wanting to get into this anime for years. Finally got into it, and I can tell why people really enjoy Soul Eater. Not only does the opening fucking slap, but this series is definitely carried by its characters. Like, I love all the characters here. I love Black Star, I love Soul Eater, I love Tsubaki, I love Blair for reasons, I love the twins for reasons. There's a lot of fan service in this show. This was definitely a great read. After I have not read volume 2. I just finished volume 1. After I finish volume 2, I'll probably get the third one. This is such a good read. I definitely recommend Soul Eater to almost everybody, or at least try it. At least try Soul Eater, because I know that a lot of people wouldn't really like so much fan service. Have the 100 girlfriends who really love you. Now, my biggest guilty pleasure is like romance comedies and just like wholesome comedies, and so when I saw the Anime Man give a review on this, I was like, you know what, if the Anime Man says that this is good, I might as well give it a try. And they released the first volume in English, and I read it, and it was pretty good. I enjoyed it. There was a lot of fourth wall breaks. There's like a fourth wall break like almost every, like at least 2 or 3 times in every chapter, and there's 4 chapters in this. The main story is this guy named Ijo, and he is a fucking loser. He got rejected by 100 girls, and he meets a god, and this god tells him, hey, you're gonna have 100 soulmates. And so he meets in this chapter 3 soulmates, and he has to choose between them, but the god tells him, hey, you can't choose between them. If you reject one of them, the other one will die. So basically he has to try to like date every single girl, like every single soulmate, and this is really fucking dumb. But I like it. I like creative stories like this. I really want to see how he manages to do this. I really want to know. But I'll definitely be buying the second volume because this was really good. And there you go. That completes this month's manga haul. I think I did pretty good trying to limit myself. Let's check the most important part of this video, the stats. Fucking love these stats. So it says that we've collected 28 volumes. I've spent a total price of $336. I mean, it is extremely better. Not extremely, but it's still better than the $800, almost $1,000 that I spent last month. I did spend $36 over my like hypothesis, my fucking budget, my budget basically. So that is the end of this video. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate all the love and support that you guys have been giving me throughout the couple of months that I've been making videos. If you guys can, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.